So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our series of planets through third house of the D-9 chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand Ketu placement in the third house of your D-9 chart and what are going to be the results that are associated with this Ketu placement. So this Ketu is going to be like a very big tree standing in center of any desert. So suppose you are walking in a desert and continuously you are walking and there is going to be lot of heat up there, lot of scorching heat, okay? And you feel completely tired after walking for long hours in that desert, okay? And you are not seeing anything up there, just sand and sand. And then you suddenly find one very big tree in the center of that desert. So that purpose of this tree is to actually provide each and everything. Now this Ketu is also going to be like that very one big tree that have experienced each and everything. Rahu and Ketu axis, particularly when they are going to be in the third and the ninth axis, this is going to create or take you into the extra level of maturities in your life. Whatever things the other people they are going to experience in their late 50s and 60s, you are going to experience in your early 20s or maybe in your mid 30s also. Because Ketu in the third house, the main significance of this graha is to provide the shelter. And this is not like a shelter I'm talking about providing the home to your family members, no. I'm actually talking about one very big tree which is standing in the middle of nowhere. So the purpose of that tree is to give calmness, mental peace, so that everyone who is feeling completely tired, they can sit back, sit inside the tree. The tree is also giving the fruits to you. So that is where the Ketu is going to be the representation of flags. So this is going to be one flag up there. I have accomplished each and everything. So that is going to be the significance of Ketu. This is not going to be a very easy placement first of all. No matter whether you are married or not married, Ketu in the third house of D9 is going to put forth challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. And no matter how hard you try to solve the mysteries of one challenge, the next challenge will come in front of you. When you go after solving the second challenge, third will come. You go after solving the third challenge, fourth will come. You go after solving the fourth, fifth will come. So this is going to be a never-ending kind of a challenging placement with this Ketu. And now you will ask me what kind of a challenges I'm going to face with this Ketu. Look at the house placement, zodiac sign placement and the planets that are in conjunction with the planet Ketu. And try to study these planets in the D1 chart. For example, Venus is in conjunction with Ketu and you are Aries ascendant in the Kalpursh Kundli. Okay, so the Venus is controlling the second and the seventh house. It means the challenges, never-ending challenges in your life is going to be coming from second house, that is your family, money, wealth and savings, and also from the seventh house, that is your marriage, married life, and even the business partnerships. If it is controlling or Ketu is in conjunction with Surya, Sun is the controller of maybe suppose fifth house with the sign of Leo in the D1 chart. So that never-ending challenges are going to be happening with the children. This is going to create actually a very high level, utmost level of karma connectivity, and that is going to be a never-ending karma. I know many are familiar with the Drid karma. Drid karma means the fixed karma that now have the capacity to change. You can do all the pujas, all the mantras, chanting of different suktams also. So Drid karma are also very difficult to change. Drid means which is fixed, totally fixed. So this Ketu represents the Drid karma of challenges or the chain of karmas that is connected with the one challenge, second, third, fourth and fifth. So you are trying to solve the first, second will come. You go after solving the third, fourth will come. In this way, this Ketu is going to progress. And specifically before the age of 42, you are going to face these karmas. As soon as from the age of 42 till 48, when your Rahu and Ketu axis, they will start maturing, these Drid karmas are getting nullified up to very large extent. Now, I'm not saying they are completely getting demolished, but they are getting nullified. One more important thing, Ketu in the third house is also going to give you the skills of communication. career specifically in the field of Vedic astrology, numerology, even working in the field of holistic healing. All the healing methods are also going to be present inside this Ketu. Specifically, if this Ketu is forming some sort of connection with water, either in D1 or in D9. Water means the sign of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or the watery elements like Moon and particularly Venus. Then this have the capacity to give you the extra knowledge of Ayurveda, herbal medications, even all the things that are used to cure someone. So this Ketu in the third house itself is a remedy. Like if you will be able to give remedy to someone, that remedy will surely going to work with this Ketu placement. Because Ketu have the capacity or that sort of a sixth sense or that intuitive capacities, where Ketu have the capacity to give the best possible remedies, or you can call them as a best solution provider. Suppose there is one main problem up there and there are 4 alternate methods to solve this particular problem, and the solution lies up there. So they are that kind of individuals that eventually they are going to find the shortcut method. If there are 4 methods, alternate methods to solve one complex issue, so they are going to work over all 4 of them in their mind, and they will choose that one which is going to take the less time or the least time consuming. So Ketu is going to be acting as a very like time saver kind of a thing, you can call it as, or even sometime as a lifesaver also, because this is the remedial Ketu, or you can call it as the remedy giving Ketu to other person. Apart from this, one more thing, if this Ketu is getting hemmed with the malefics, specifically Saturn, Mars, and if there is any debilitated planet that is in conjunction with Ketu, so that amount of planet which is debilitated and in conjunction with Ketu, this is actually going to spoil one aspect of your life, totally going to spoil it. Because debilitated planets in the D9 chart are going to behave very differently than in the D1 chart. In the D1 chart, you are only getting impacted in the houses actually, and sometimes you are not getting that much impact. Because even for example, Saturn is debilitated, so you will see the people from the 3 years when the sign Saturn transit in the sign of Aries, that is going to be debilitated. So there is going to be like many individuals that are going to be born in that time frame when the Saturn is actually debilitated. So in the D1 chart, this is not going to create much impact actually. But if you look at the debilitation of the planets in the D9 chart, this is going to create a more impact. Because here the debilitated planets are not going to create that difficulty in the pathway in the D1 chart or which zodiac sign that planet is posited in. This is going to create the karma connectivity also. Now when the karma connectivity word which I am using here I will tell you the husband and wife karmas can also be connected with one another. Because of husband, wife need to suffer in her life. Because of wife, husband need to suffer. It may be husband is having health issues and you are caring your husband. Now what kind of karmas that you have done is seen with this Ketu. Suppose you are a very wealthy person, financially very stable, okay, extremely rich, and you are marrying a maybe boy or a girl that is not at all financially stable. So this is going to be the karma connectivity. Suppose you are fit for obtaining a child, there is no problem in your horoscope, in your physical body, but on the other hand the partner is not fit for conceiving of a child. So what you call it as, this is karma connectivity, like where the one person is suffering because of other person. This is even applicable to the major relationships of the not only husband wife, even to the complexities of the like your parents also, like your mother and father, and with regards to your siblings also. So this is going to be that karma connectivity. Most of the time I have seen in many charts with this Ketu placement, like their karma connectivity is going to be a bit intense. Everyone going to have certain amount of karmas that they need to play out with someone. Even this Ketu have the capacity to create a indent inside you. Indent mean if you pick a hammer and just strike it hard, so you will see that some dent is going to be there. So Ketu is actually going to give you some dent in your life. No matter then how hard you try to like the dent mean trauma actually, the simplest explanation, trauma. So no matter how hard you try to solve that issue, it become more complicated. There are few things which you need to actually leave over the nature or over the time, so that these things will automatically get healed. It may be some traumatic family which you have received, and from the childhood days there are going to be some mental traumas that are building in your mind. Maybe in your early teenage days, or you fell in love with someone, and that is going to be one-sided love. So this is actually going to create that trauma, that trauma because of sufferings. So the person will not be able to then open up the next time. Maybe business failures also. You have tried 3, 4, 5 times for one business to set up, and every time you have failed. Now next time when you are going to be looking after that thing, you might going to give a second thought, like whether I will be able to do it or not. So that self-doubt kind of a placement, specifically Ketu. Now I humbly request you, if these kind of situations have happened in your life, any family trauma, love trauma, any failures, business, maybe financial failures also, Ketu, I initially told you, is just like a tree in the middle of a like that desert, or there is going to be one very big ship in the middle of a sea or middle of an ocean. So this is going to be the provider actually. The reason why Ketu is the representation of flags actually, flag is the simplest meaning of flag is accomplishment. Like I've accomplished this thing, that's it. So here I will tell you, you are actually going to become the Shaolin master. Ketu is going to give you complete mastery in one or some other field. This is going to be a complete precision, like committing failures after failures after failures, and then after 42, 48 transitions, you are going to actually master these things. So this is going to be a bit a heavy placement of Ketu in the 3rd house of your D9 chart. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this video with me. Now if you are having any queries, any consultations, feel free to contact me at my email ID. And please subscribe my channel below, and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And now I have completed this. Next we will move to the planets through 4th house of your D9 chart in Vedic Astrology. That is going to be very interesting series actually. So till then, please take care of yourself, and Hare Krishna.